Okay, guys, it looks like we are live. I am going to try something while I see people joining. Let me see. Let me see here. Can you hear me? Give me let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I'm trying something new here. No echo or anything. You guys can hear me well? Yes. Nice. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Holy balls. What the hell was that? Oh my freaking gods. We all knew it was going to be bananas, but it was painful. If you guys didn't watch, you are lucky. I swear I only watch that shit for you guys because I always do the I'll watch so you don't have to thing. If I didn't do a show, I never would have sat through that shit. Oh my gods. Painful. Absolutely painful. Um so of course there were some funny moments, some infuriating moments, a little bit of everything. It was I couldn't help but, think about what people from other countries are thinking about us right now. Because all I can picture is them saying, thinking to themselves, this is the best America has to offer. These two dumpster fires. That's it. These two behaving like children, insulting and interrupting. And it was an embarrassment. It was disgusting. Um, None of us have ever seen such a thing like that. It was absolutely horrific. And as myself and countless other people expected, Joe fell right into the, his buttons being pressed and stuff. He did not maintain composure. He fell right into that trap. Um, so first debate, will there be more? I don't know. I wouldn't even be surprised if Biden's team like pulls out of it somehow. Um, but the moderator asked Trump about Amy uh, Comey Barrett, and he Trump said, "I am the president, and elections have consequences." I'm like, that's a really interesting soundbite there, sir, because he was trying to say that like I'm the president, so I'm able to pick who is going to, take over SCOTUS right now. But you really could take that comment and add it for anything. Yes, Chris Wallace. So that was pretty humorous. Now, uh, and then Trump said, as you know, I'll have a lot of time after the election as well. I was like, damn, like he straight up like called out that he's winning this election again, which I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Cirrus. Hey, Donald. So that was also interesting. Um, Joe decided to literally not answer the question about the let me see, where do I put it? Okay, well, I'll get to that. So Trump said to Biden, like, I really wish this shit was true. Trump said, you're going to a socialist. You agree with Bernie Sanders on things. And I'm just like, and he keeps saying that, through the debate. And I'm just like, it's so upsetting because I'm like, I wish this shit was true. I really wish, I just wish Republicans like were saying the accurate truth because they think Biden wants to defund the police and they think he's a socialist and Jesus. Yes, there is absolutely, you are absolutely correct. Republicans lied in 2016 when they said that they would wait to appoint a new justice. Absolutely. Joe said, I am the Democratic Party right now. And Trump said, not according to Harris. That was funny as fuck. I was like, damn. Trump got in a few zingers, like he really did. And I hate having to cheer for that fucker. So Trump then goes on to say, his exaggerations are just absolutely incredible. Trump went on to say that he is cutting big pharma prices 80 to 90%, so cheap it'll be like water. Like water. Like, do you realize how many people are in Flint that can't afford their water? I mean, Jenna, that's the thing. If you voted for Biden in the primaries, this is on you. There were like 30 damn candidates. And the same with Hillary last time. Hillary lost because she sucked. So your vote, not, a wasted vote, was actually voting for a person who couldn't beat Trump. And if anyone can lose to Trump, it's Hillary and Biden. Those are the people who can lose very easily. Trump said, okay, now this, to me, this was my moment. Okay. Marcus, I agree. Trump did exactly as expected, and Biden was a failure, though, because he was not able to counter even the silliest crap from Trump. My moment of the night was when Trump said, if Pocahontas would have left 2 days earlier, Bernie would have beat you. Okay, now I know that's racist and stuff, even though Warren's white. So I'm not sure if it's really like racist because she's saying it about a white woman, but it's racist. But he's right, period. I mean, if Liz would have left 2 days earlier, it would have been Bernie. I mean, period. So Trump is a piece of shit, dumpster fire, but broken clock is right twice a day type thing, I guess. But that's accurate. And Trump said at one point, it was freaking amazing. At one point, Trump goes, when Biden said something about the police, Trump goes, he just lost the left. he just lost the left. And I'm like, bitch, he never had the left. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He's never had the left. You guys are all spot on. Joe said, the first dig Joe got in said, he said, Joe said, will you shut up, man? And he called Trump a clown twice. Which, yes, it's accurate, but I mean, you can't go like, Obama's the best thing ever. He's so presidential. And then be like cheering on when, you know, your candidate calls people insults. It's not presidential. That's the thing. It's you know, it's very selective. You can insult Trump. If you insult anyone else, you're garbage. Very hypocritical. Joe was asked a question about the filibuster and expanding the court. He refused to answer. Literally refused to answer the question about the filibuster and expanding the court. Now, this is on everybody's minds right now, filling RBG's seat. This is everyone's mind. And it's the first presidential debate. And you're being asked a question about it. And he's refusing to answer. Trump calls him out and he says, no, I'm not going to answer it. And Trump's like, you're not going to answer that. Bullshit. You don't turn down a question. I don't care what side you're on or whatever. You don't turn down a question. When you're running for president, you need to answer shit, period. That really did not look good for Biden, just refusing to answer a question. Oh, then Joe, you know, Trump was saying more of his like socialist stuff. And Joe said the words, I'm not going to listen to Bernie Sanders. Well, I'm not going to listen to you. How about that? If you would listen to Bernie, you would win. You're choosing not to, and you may lose. That's on you. That's your fucking fault. Exactly. Exactly, Nathan. He acted just like Trump, like a temper tantrum, refusing to answer a question. I'm not going to answer that. Incredible. But yeah, he said, I'm not going to listen to Bernie Sanders. So Bernie, you know, told him straight up, boogers 2020, boogers, boogers and Duchess. Those are our dogs. They are completely like Bernie platform, Medicare for all, like Green New Deal. Yes. So yeah, Obama is one of the biggest disappointments ever. So Trump said, this was fucking hilarious. Trump said he always wears a mask And even if he's 200 feet away from people, he has the biggest mask on I've ever seen. Everything's so exaggerated. So, Joe wears a mask, even if he's 200 feet away, and it's the biggest mask he's ever seen. Like, I would love to see it. Is it like, like comical? Oh my God, that was funny as hell. Joe got a point here. He said, when they were talking about COVID, Joe said to Trump, maybe you should inject some bleach into your arm. He got a point there. I'll give it to Joe. I think that was the only time the entire night when I was like, ooh, yeah. For Joe, that is. Let's see. Oh, okay. So then the moderator was asking about, Trump's people not wearing masks and having thousands of people there. And Trump said, well, Joe doesn't have to worry about that because nobody shows up. And the mod actually laughed. It was fucking hilarious. Like, the mod laughed when he said nobody goes to Joe's rally. Oh my God. What else? Trump said, I'm the one that brought back football. Great. Awesome. That means I'm going to vote for you because you brought back football. Okay, so here I knew Joe was going to say some kind of crazy shit that, with numbers. You know how both of them are with numbers. So Joe said 1 in 1,000 African Americans have been killed by coronavirus. 1 in 1,000. So you're telling me literally 1 in 1,000 African Americans have been killed by coronavirus. 200,000 people have died, many which were not Black. So that means there's only like this many Black people in the United States? What the fuck are you even talking about? 1 in every 1,000. Somebody help Joe. Somebody help him. Is he helpable? I don't fucking know. I don't think he is at this point. But God, if you're voting for Joe, you're voting for Kamala. It's just a fact. Dude's a damn mess. Absolute mess. Trump said, I've done more in 47 months than you have in 47 years. That's harsh, but it was smart, but ooh. Yeah, death tolls would be in the millions. Absolutely, Nathan. That's the thing, that he can't maths. He just pulls shit out of his ass. 1 in every 1,000. Oh my God. During the end of the debate and now, Bernie is trending. It's infuriating. Bernie's trending because people are saying Joe should support his policies. People are saying it should have been Bernie on that stage. People are saying these things, and you know what? You're 5 fucking months too late and $27 short, because we could have had him on stage. He wouldn't have gotten frazzled. He would have bitched Trump out so fucking hard. Trump already backed out of a debate with Bernie after he agreed. Bernie is the only person that Trump is scared of. Like, he's the only person. He doesn't step to Bernie like at all. He defends him a lot of times. If you really want to fuck over Trump, you elect a socialist Jew. Y'all fucked up. Y'all voted to fucking elect people like fucking Biden and Buttigieg and fucking Klobuchar and all these losers who very well may not beat Trump. Bernie would have beaten Trump. It's all about getting people energized to vote. Only Trump has a movement. It's a disgusting movement, but it's a movement. Those people will do anything for Trump. They've made over 1 million phone calls every single month. There's only one candidate besides Trump who has that kind of dedicated base, and it ain't fucking Joe Biden. No, Jenna, it was infuriating. Bernie went way harder on Hillary than he did on Joe. And it was infuriating because freaking, Bernie should have been like, listen, fucker. Excuse me, I have really bad allergies. Wow. Our fellow Uphill Media comrade Marcus said he's in Germany. A German news magazine, Der Spiegel, said Biden stayed far behind, not high expectations. Ooh. Yeah, I was actually surprised because, I tried to turn it off as quick as possible, but you still got that, like, they immediately come into the MSNBC assholes. They immediately come in and they're like, so what do you think? But the one lady who's usually very vote blue, no matter who, very corporatist, shit like that, she was actually saying that they both, handled themselves disappointingly, and I was kind of shocked to hear her say that. Let's see, what else did I write down? Joe said, I'll be a president for Democrats and Republicans. I'm an independent. What are you gonna do for me? Nothing. I mean, that, Svetlana, I was going to get to that. That was, Trump's son is trying to say he misspoke and he didn't mean it. But essentially, they asked Trump about, nice people on both sides, his xenophobic and racist comments about his Proud Boys. And he said, I told them, stand up and stand by. And it pretty much gave everyone in America chills. Whether he misspoke or not, to me, is irrelevant. If he misspoke, he should have corrected himself immediately. Many of them would listen to him. They would, because they're like totally brainwashed and worship him. If he said, don't do this anymore, I think a lot of them would listen, honestly. But he just, incites it. He, you know, he never denounces it. He never tells them don't do it. So it's kind of an endorsement. You know what I mean? If you're not telling them to stop. So yeah, that was incredibly scary. Sierra said, if you do go vote, don't talk to poll watchers. I've heard other people say that. Can you expand, Sarah? Yes, Svetlana, what the hell was that? Then he bragged about having the US Marshals kill a member of Antifa. But here's the shock of the night. Absolute shock of the night. Biden said Antifa is an idea, not an organization. Biden said that. What? How the hell does Biden know this? How does he know this? And like, why the hell don't other people know this if fucking Biden knows this? It's not an organization. I couldn't believe Biden admitted that. I absolutely couldn't believe it. Absolutely bananas. And of course, Trump fucking attacked the hell out of him for it. I was completely shocked. Yeah, Biden was briefed, absolutely. And it didn't work that well. Oh, I'm sure Bernie told him. I have no question. Yeah, I have no question. Bernie definitely told him that. Antifa is for anti-fascist. It's not an organization. I know that was bad, but I haven't been able to do it in a while, so that was my Bernie. I'm sorry, Bernie, if you're watching, because I'm sure. Joe, as far as police violence, said the exact things we would think. He said, I do not support defunding the police, which we expected. Trump says he does all the time, and he doesn't. I wish he did. Trump let's see, Joe said that violence is never appropriate when he was talking about the protesters, but he didn't say it about the police killing unarmed Black men. He just said it about the actual protesters. Joe said the vast majority of police officers are decent. And when he said, when he was saying those things, Trump said he can't say those things because he'll upset his radical left supporters. Okay. Radical left supporters of Biden. Like, Trump's an idiot, but is he really that much of an idiot that he really believes Biden has radical left supporters? Come on. Like, seriously? I think he's just feeding into his base when he says shit like that. Hey, Rob. I sat through the whole thing just so I could do the show. Yes, Cyrus, you are correct. He did say that there needs to be a different kind of approach when it comes to psychological help. So I was happy about that. what else? This was so weird. They were talking about energy efficient homes and stuff like that. And Trump said they want to take out the cows. I don't know what that meant. I have no idea what that meant. Jenna, you might know what that meant because you're vegan. I don't know. He just said they want to take out the cows. I don't fucking know what that means. I have no idea. It was pretty amazing though. I kind of want to make it like a ringtone. They want to take out the cows. So bizarre. So Biden said, I do not support the Green New Deal. Literally in those words, I do not support the Green New Deal. So, I mean, this is, this is where we are. We're hearing Biden say these things. We're hearing him say these things. I do not agree with $15 minimum wage. I do not agree with Medicare for all. I do not agree with defunding the police. I do not agree with the Green New Deal. These are all statements he said tonight on this hour-and-a-half debate. So I guess the question is, why do people insist that if he's not going to back these things now, when we have leverage and say, hey, we won't vote for you unless you support these things, why are people swearing up and down that he can get elected and then he'll move left? That's not how it works. That has never worked in the history of presidents, ever. You don't move left when you're elected. You move right when you're elected. We saw it with Obama. He campaigned on universal health care. Obama campaigned on progressive things. And then when he was elected, he went more and more right. That is always what happens. To actually, say that, oh, we'll just elect him and he'll go left. That is the biggest, most absurd crap. It's delusional. If you're going to vote for him, I don't care, vote for him. But don't be delusional and try to tell people that it's, that, oh, but don't worry, we can trust him to change once he's elected. If you're not changing while you're trying to win votes, you're not going to change, period. Because that's our leverage right now. Our vote is our leverage. If and when he's elected, we have no leverage. He's our president for 4 years. We have nothing. He does as he wants to do. It's just bananas. Yes, he said he's against a $15 minimum wage. That is exactly what he said. It's absolutely mind-blowing. And that is part of the Green New Deal. So, I mean, that it's not surprising, but yeah, he wants means tested things, Svetlana. You are correct. Let me see, what else did he say? Okay, so I'm in Pennsylvania. I don't know, some of you guys know that, and I'm in Harrisburg area. I moved from Philly. But tonight Trump said, and I quote, bad things happen in Philadelphia. Bad things happen in Philadelphia. And I was like, wow, you're really not trying to win over some our more urban sections of Philadelphia. Yeah, you know, guys, I don't have anything to drink in my house right now. Trust me, I was thinking about that. Like, I really was. I was like, I really wish I had some kind of wine coolers. The things I do for you. Um, oh my God. One of the funniest things was when, yeah, it's always sunny in Philly. One of the funniest things was, ooh, one of the funniest things ever was when Trump went at Biden and said like 3 times, you call black people super predators. You call black people super predators. You call black people super predators. And Biden said nothing because he was so scared to bring up Hillary's name, which is freaking amazing. Because you know, if Biden would have went, that wasn't me, that was Hillary. Holy shit. People would have lost it. Oh my God, it would have been beautiful. Yes, Svetlana, drinking game, Trump, China, or Biden, my son. He did. I knew Trump was going to go after Biden's son, but he tried to flip it to his son that was in the service and passed away. Gretel. Drinkables. What's a drinkable? You guys won't believe me, but I swear on my life, and my husband is right here and will testify. I have never done pot in my entire life. Gretel, you know this too. Like, my friends tease me. I'm not kidding you. I've never done it. And I'm 41. I don't like the smell. But I support legalizing it. Totally. For every blue collar Democrat we lose in Western PA, we'll pick up 2 moderate Republicans in suburbs in Philly. Yep. And you can repeat that in Ohio, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Abso-freaking-lutely, Dave. Absolutely. Yeah, Nathan, I'm fucking serious. I know, it's crazy. I usually don't say that because people are just like, yeah, right. No, it's true. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of curious about edibles. I don't know. But see, I'm so messed up as it is. That's the problem. It scares me. I'm like scared that it would be like I'd get a real weird one. Like I would get one that was like, that had other stuff in it. It wasn't supposed to have in it or something. Like I watched that film SLC Punks, and he had a sheet of acid in his pants, and he ran through the sprinklers, and it all soaked through and his leg, and then he was like brain dead for the rest of his life. And that's the kind of stuff I think might happen to me because that's my luck. So I just never tried it. Savage Joy is not so savage when it comes to pot or anything else. Maybe one of these days. Gretel, I had no idea. Like, no idea. That's hilarious. Oh my God. Now people are like, I see a lot of my real life friends in the comments, and they're going to be like, they're going to be like, here, try this. Try this. Oh, Joy, I got you this candy. You'll like it. And then 2 minutes later, hi, guys. Oh my God. Talk about going off on a tangent. You guys make me laugh. You're the best ever. So those were the highlights for sure. I've heard it helps your mind. And you know what? I interviewed a gentleman who has severe PTSD from being in the service, and cannabis saved his life. Like, his depression and everything was so bad. He said, I wouldn't be here if I didn't, smoke pot. So I know it has incredible medicinal value to it. And that's why I fully support it. I don't know. It's the smell, but then when it comes to edibles, I think I'm just scared. This has got to be one of the most embarrassing shows. I'm probably getting unsubscribers right now. Oh, Dave, you're in Philly? That's what's up. I'm in Harrisburg area. I moved here from Philly. Nice. I miss so much going different places on the train. I used to go to Philly, to New York, to DC, to Baltimore, all over, to cover events and everything. And, with the virus, it really sucks. Okay, so Jilly Love brings up a Zappa quote. Zappa was before his time. Voting changes nothing. Like Zappa says, politics are the entertainment branch of the military. If there's two people I wish were still alive, it's Zappa and Carlin. Dude, I mean, the two of them, it was like they were freaking Nostradamus. Like, they just nailed everything. Dave, you're right. If Biden was cool with legalizing weed, he'd win. Well, and also not just legalizing it, but take it a step further and taking making the records retroactive and things like that. My mind is, maybe I did take drugs. I don't fucking know. My mind can't concentrate right now. It's the debate. It's made me it's contagious, and I think it made me more stupid than I already was. Yes, Joe Strummer, Lennon. Oh, Jenna, is it the one about I'd rather vote for what I want than and not get it than not vote for what I want and get it? That's my favorite Du Bois quote. He's amazing. Oh my God. Dude was elected. Dude had so many votes while he was sitting in a jail cell. That's impressive. That's pretty awesome. You guys are so great. You just entertained me. I'm just going to start talking about my fear of doing pot. And then, oh yeah, it was Debs. You're right. And then I'm just going to keep talking. And you guys are like, yeah, well, I don't know about that. I don't know about him supporting legalization. The last time I saw him speak on it was a couple months ago when he was asked, and he said he believes it's a gateway drug. I haven't heard Biden say anything about legalization. If you have an article or something, I would love to see it. You could put it in the comments here. I mean, that would be amazing, but I definitely have never seen anything about that. Yeah, Tim Leary. That would be interesting. Hunter S. Thompson. That would also be interesting. Well, I am going to, this is longer show than I expected, as always. You guys are the best. Like, you have no idea how much I love you guys. Like, oh my God, you guys are my sanity. Like, venting like this is the only way to survive that hour and a half I just went through. You guys are the best. Oh, okay, okay. Yes. Michael, yes. Where was the cruel nun with the yardstick when you needed her? Or you could just, take one of those canes and be like, and just kind of pull them off the stage. That would have been amazing. Yes, Donald, wear big masks. Bigly. Hey, Brent. So I am gonna wrap this because it's been almost an hour. So thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, you guys are the best. I love you so much, and I love you guys too. So my book I just wrote with Pat is back in stock, and we are signing them. savageandpat.com. So it's a parody book about shit libs. So if you go to our website, you can see a synopsis of some of our characters. And yeah, we were on Nina Turner's podcast to discuss him, and that's coming out shortly. So definitely check it out, savageandpat.com. But thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Have fun with you guys as always. Yeah, come back now, you hear? And I will be back Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern with a show. A gentleman who works for the Small Business Association who is suing the Trump administration and because of giving out like false loans to small businesses. So that should be interesting. That's Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Night all. Much love.